Hi friends, tip of the day, diversify your investments. This is a very important message from an investment angle because I've just observed government data that only 25% of the Gen Z are investing in government related investments, which is really alarming. You know what? 75% are going towards risky investments. And that's the reason, you know what? The risky investments always comes with the element of risk. They can erode your capital, they can reduce your rate of return and draws back to the rate of interest which even the government gives. And sometimes in the course of these things, we really lose our peace of mind. We would have invested quite a huge amount of money in these risky investments and we lose the complete capital. A classic example have been the COVID time during which the markets crashed 30%. Imagine a person who has just invested before the crash, how much his capital would have got eroded. So these are some of the mistakes, which many of the people actually do and land up in severe problems of debts. Unfortunately, many of the people even commit suicide. So, to be cautious and to have a balanced portfolio of investments, we should really think of what mandatory investments which needs to go into risk-free investments and what are the optional investment instruments which can take some risk. And these two needs to be bifurcated or demarcated in such a way that you don't lose your peace of mind. And if you lose some capital or if you lose the interest, you should be able to afford the loss, because that is only going to be a bonus for you. Whereas the mandatory investments, which are very important, should have a risk-free investments because that is your commitment, that is your life, and that is for fulfilling your responsibilities. If you are not able to bifurcate these two, we are definitely going to land up in problems. Of course, there are many investment options which comes with a very attractive rate of returns, even doubling our capital in a very short span of time, but that comes with a risk. Now, how your portfolio needs to be balanced. Main thing is, in the life, we have to fulfill our responsibilities, commitments towards our family, towards ourselves, and see that we have a secured income during our retirement for the fulfillment of marriage of children, and at the same time secure our families in case something unfortunately happens to the breadwinner. So these go without a compromise, or rather should have risk-free investments. And then once again, to increase your net worth, you need to really have some risky investments, and beyond that, if you have surplus capital, go for the high risk investments which gives you higher return. So long story short, if you want to really have a balanced portfolio of mandatory risk-free investments and optional risky investments, this is the investment triangle I have designed. And if you are interested in knowing how your investments need to be diversified, investment need to be balanced in a portfolio, contact me, add the contact number and the link here. I will help you in balancing that. Happy investing. All the best. See you later.